Hi, in this video I'm going to show the new integration we have with Google Contacts module extension here and in coreBOS. Okay, so we have now you can send information from coreBOS contacts to Google Contacts and vice versa. Either all the actions are supported, creating, updating, and deleting everything. And it's basically the hard part is on the Google side because Google really has the security implemented very strongly. So here I'm going to jump over to my contacts page, my console developer console in Google, and just do a quick overview of what you need to do. Okay, so to get this working, you need to create a project on your Google account. So you have to log in with your Google user or account and go to this link up here. Let's zoom that in so it's easier to see. Okay, you have to go to this link. This is on the coreBOS wiki also, so I can leave the link later so you can see it perfectly well there. But this is very easy to find anyway. This is a very common process when you set up an integration with Google. So you have to go to this developer console, and once you get there, you have to click over here on this create project link. That will take you to a screen where you pick your integration name. Really, it's your project name. It's anything is valid. It has to be kind of unique for your install. Okay, so I'm gonna just kind of do just a quick test here, GC test for example. And okay, once you create that, you have to come over here to the consent page. Okay, where did that go? Let's see if I can jump into the API Manager dashboard. Okay, up here. Oh, okay, it didn't create the project. Okay, let's see what happened there. Okay, new project again. Let's try that again. See what happened. coreBOS GC test. Your project ID will be this. Okay, and I create. Simple Google. Okay, let's see. I have a warning up here. Okay, there it is. That was kind of hard to find. Like I said, the hard part of this integration is getting this right. Getting the project on Google is kind of troublesome, really. Okay, we create the project. Now I'm going to jump into project settings. We have to get to the consent screen, which is what we really need. Okay, this is all more or less correct. This is the screen you have to look for. Okay, if that's there, that's okay. That's what you're looking for. And up here, you have to have that project. You come up here in the click. You click up here. Let's zoom that in a little bit so it's easier to see. Okay, okay, let's zoom that in. Okay, here I have this page, which is the one you're looking for. You have to click up here in the menu and look for the dashboard option. That will take us here. The important part here, okay, it's the enabled APIs, and the important part here is that you have to have your project selected. Okay, I have more than one. I did the first test before. You have to have the one you're creating. Okay, if you have other ones, it's basically the same. Okay, let's go back a little bit. Okay, once I have this, I have to come over here to credentials. here on credentials, and before we create any credentials here, the API or the OAuth client ID, which is what we're looking for and what we need, we have to come over here to the OAuth consent screen. Okay, it's important. This bit me before. I did it the other way because if you see, once you go into credentials, it kind of just pushes you toward creating the API. But this page here has to be created first. Okay, so if not, it didn't work for me at least. Okay, the product name, I'm going to put the same as I put in the project. I don't think it's important, but I'm going to do it anyway. The home page, this is important also. I'm going to put here the coreBOS.org page. You can put any page that you think, I mean, you know, your website or whatever. You can put coreBOS out. You can put coreBOS.org also. I mean, it's no problem. I'm going to jump over here to the documentation site, and I'm going to copy this link over here for the logo. Let's get this one. Okay, pick up the logo. I'm going to put the logo over here on the consent screen. Oops, that's not the one. It's this one, the logos URL. And then we can have the privacy and the terms of service. I didn't think those weren't really necessary for me. I got it working with them and without. It is nice. This is all information your users are going to see. Okay, so it's important to give kind of confidence. Okay, I'm gonna fill them in just for the video. Okay, this is our privacy policy, and now I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna copy our trademark policy over here on the consent screen. Okay, the important thing here is that this consent screen is created before you create the APIs. Okay, now I get back to the API. We have to create an API key, which is as easy as just clicking there. It copies it for you. Then we have to create an OAuth client ID, which is basically just as easy. You click on the web application. Here you have to put in the site that you're going to be using. Okay, in this case I'm using localhost. Let's zoom that in a little bit. Localhost. Okay, I didn't do that right. Okay, this is I'm trying to type in here. I mean, this is really the hard part of this integration, getting this working. Okay, let's eliminate it, start all over. HTTP localhost. Okay, and down here on the authorized redirect URI. Okay, this one isn't on our site. Okay, let me just quickly jump over and find that URL so we can copy it. I'll add that to the wiki page. It's not there right now. Let me see where I put this. Hold on a second. Okay, I found the URL. I'm gonna zoom this up a little bit because it's a complex URL. Anyway, this is gonna be on the wiki page. Okay, this is the URL you have to put in. You have to put in your website. Okay, where your coreBOS is installed exactly, and then you have to put all this, the contacts, action, and all this other information that's here. Make a mental note here to fix this and make it easier to create. Okay, and anyway, this link will be on the website, on the wiki page. Okay, so I create that, clicked on the create button, and it should create that for me. Okay, creating, and now I have both information that I need. Okay, the OAuth client and the API key. With that, I should be able to configure or the authorized access to the Google Contacts page. Okay, this is my Google Contacts page where I have some other information, and we'll get to that right now. Okay, let's jump back over to coreBOS. and I'm going to have to configure this that API key and this and the OAuth client. Okay, to do that, I have to open the another link, which I'll also copy somewhere on the wiki, which is this one. Okay, it's localhost coreBOS work wherever you're working, wherever your coreBOS is installed, and then we have utilities, integration, and get Google contact information. This will take us to this page where you can see that you have to activate the integration and put in your client ID and your API key. This is just you have to do this is a one-time step that you have to do just once for all the people or users in the system that want to sync their Google contacts. Okay, this is just one-time action you have to do. If you have Google Calendar already activated, then you could come over here to your project page in Google. Oh, I missed a step here. You have to come over here. You could select that other project. No, imagine like this one over here. I have this other Google Contacts project. If you already have one with the Google Calendar, you can come over here, go into the library, open up the more. Okay, you have to look for this one, the Contacts API. Okay, this Contacts API link here, and you have to enable that. I probably have it enabled already. Okay, and because I have it in this project. If we go over to the same page in the other project that I'm doing for the test for the video, you'll see that there are no enabled APIs. Okay, so I would have to come over here again, click over here on the Google Contacts API, and enable it. Okay, that could be done. That has to be done in the project, and it could be done in your Google Calendar project, so that when you come over here, you can just put in the same information you set in the Google Calendars, and that would be enough. Okay, it is important to have the integration checked, because that will activate this button or hide it, the one that you have on the list view. Okay, once we have that, which is, like I said, the hard part, I would recommend, well, let's look at the Google first. Okay, so I have that. I can click here on the Google button. It notices that my user is not signed in yet, so I have to sign in. It will go to the Google page, ask for my user. I'm going to sync this one, and it looks for the project. Okay, and this is the consent screen that it shows. Okay, so I'm going to tell it that it's okay. And now when I come back to the Google, to my contacts list view, which will refresh in a moment, it's logging in and setting all the information. If there's an error there, it will redirect you to the error page. Now, as you can see, it knows that I'm logged in, and I can sync the information now. Okay, I can log out here and log in with another user. So if you want to if you need to synchronize information from various Google accounts, you can do that. But before I'm going to do the sync, I want to click the sync settings button, and here we can have we can map some of the fields, not all of them, but some of the fields that we need to map from one side to another. We can define them. Okay, we can also define two very important things. One is the Google group of contacts that we want to work with. Okay, I recommend not doing them all, because you can easily send into the CRM into coreBOS private information that you may have on your cell phone or anywhere. Okay, so what I did was I came over here to my account, logged in, and I created this coreBOS group. Okay, this is down here on the new group. Okay, here, this new group link. Okay, this new group link here. If you click on the new group, it opens up a nice screen here where you can just insert any information, any groups you need. No, this is not it. Okay, I did that wrong. This is this one. Okay. Okay, so I created a coreBOS group and I put some information in there. Then on the sync page, I clicked the coreBOS group so that only the information that's in this group is being synchronized. Anyway, you can do all of it if you need to. Then the other important one is this one: what direction you want the information to flow. If all the changes in coreBOS should be sent to Google and vice versa, then you do the sync both ways. But if you want to send the information just in one direction, then you can do that also. Okay, I'm going to keep them both, and just for the sake of the example, but it works in both ways. Okay, so now from this point forward, from the moment that I validated this Google account in coreBOS forward, all information that I modify in the core contacts module will be synchronized. That means that any existing information will not be sent. Okay, by default, all the records that are here will not be sent to Google or synchronized. Only the new information that we create. Okay, so if I already have some records that I did send over or bring in. So these are basically the last ones. Anyway, I'm going to create a new record, create a new contact. This will be GC video demo, and I'm going to put the last name the same. I'm going to put a cell phone here, any numbers, and I'm going to put no reply here, email. Okay, so I created this record. Now I can go to my contact screen. Let's open that over here so I can have another tab. Okay, open this up, and I hit the sync now button. It synchronizes and it tells me what the results of the synchronization is. Okay, it said that it added 11 because I logged out maybe. Okay, anyway, it added 11 and it added 12 here. Okay, so basically everything was new. So this 1023 that I have here should be now 35. Okay, and now I have those repeated. Okay, so if you log in and log out, it repeats them for you. That's nice. And if I go to my Google accounts, and I have 23 records here, I should have in this group. And the grouping is nice too, because that way it's easier to clean up if you make a mistake or something like that. And why is this not showing me my contacts? Okay, there they are. And what I really needed to see is this one. Okay, here it is. This is the one that I just created. Okay, the name, this is the salutation. Get rid of that. An email and the telephone. Okay, so now if I kind of come over here and change this telephone to all 7s and add an address here, and we save this, jump back over to coreBOS, and let's get one of these also in the other sense. Okay, I'm going to get this newly created record. Let's do one at a time. Okay, come over to Google sync, and so I should get from Google that change. Okay, it says updates in the CRM. It updated one record for me, and if we come over here to this record and reload it, I should see that I have an address where I had none, and the telephone should have changed. Okay, I have the address and I have the telephone change. Perfect. If I change this one back again, I'll put the 8s here and add a city, and I sync again, I will get that information sent to Google. Okay, now the update is on the Google side. If we come over here to the Google page, I see that I have the city here and the number has changed. Very, very nice. And I can delete it exactly the same. If I delete this record here, uh, if I delete delete the contact here, and I sync again, I will get that delete here in the CRM. Oh, no, I get a warning there. Okay, I'll fix that one. But it did delete the record, and if I try to access this record by reloading, I should get a message that it has been deleted. Okay, so as you can see, it's rather easy. The only kind of issue is that you do have to make these synchronizations manually. It doesn't do it all by itself, which would be nice. And there are some things that maybe need a little bit of love and tender care. But as we use it, we'll get to it. Okay. Then the only other thing here is that this does batches of 200 records. So if you have more than 200 records, it will stop at 200, and you have to click on it again. And so in order for it to continue, that is a global variable that is here, the Google Contacts max results here. As you can read here, it says that's the maximum number of records that will be synchronized in one batch when sending or receiving information from Google Contacts, and the default is 200. So you can make that bigger or smaller if you need to. Okay, but in any case, there's a limit, and once you reach that limit, you have to click on it again so it continues. Everything that's already been done is not done again. I mean, it knows about all that, and so basically it's basically that easy. Like I said, the coreBOS side is easy. It's just clicking here and deciding what you need to do. You don't even have to go to the settings page once you get the project done. And the hard part is really creating the project. Hopefully we'll get to making that easier in time. I'll leave the wiki page and some other links on the video so you can use them if you need to, and let us know if you give it a try so we can kind of fine-tune anything that comes out. Thanks for listening.